Hey, good morning and welcome. After the break for the winter holidays, we are back with the Sales and Marketing FriTalks, where Andriy Yushchenko, myself, and Roland Sozolinch, we are together with our guest speakers, share insights, best practices, and anecdotes from B2B technology companies. And today I'm happy to welcome our returning guest, seasoned marketing specialist and an expert technology enthusiast specializing on machine learning and artificial intelligence, Andriy Burlitky, to discuss the future of marketing in an era of AI. So welcome,
Good
Andriy.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you
Welcome.
for introduction, Andrei. Thank you. Hi, Roland. Hi. Hello, everyone on the live.
Yeah,
Welcome back from the
great to have
holidays,
you
right?
back. And yeah, that's true. Our today's topic is all around AI and how that impacts the future of marketing. And AI, or artificial intelligence and machine learning, are being increasingly used in various areas of marketing, such as personalization, customer segmentation, campaign optimization. So both like Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of them are using these type of technologies in their platforms. AI also can assist you with the content creation, as we see now, and social media management and performance and so on and so forth. Additionally, it can be used also to predict behavior of customers, identify maybe some patterns, analyze data for you, and many other things to optimize your marketing efforts. And there are many statistics around this already, and I just looked for some, and what I found interesting, and it's just confirming the value of artificial intelligence and marketing and machine learning in marketing, is that companies who are using these type of tools and technologies, they see increase from 30 to 50% in their productivity, in their lead generation, and many other things. I'm sure that you can find a lot of statistics if you just go and Google for that. And just lately, ChatGPT gained and viral attention by achieving 1 million users just with few days. And that's phenomenal, I think. And that is why we would like to discuss today what has happened, Andriy, with the AI and machine learning in last 12 months. Why there is such a breakthrough in what we see.
Thank you, Andres, for the question. Once again, good morning to everyone. Yeah, well, actually, nothing specific happens during the last 12 months. I would say the history of what we see now started back in 2015, 2018, when well-known Elon Musk and pretty known Peter Thiel has invested into the OpenAI project. I don't remember how much, but
Yes.
still I have invested, and they started working on the research of the data on the internet. And what we see today, I would say it's a logical step. It should happen one day. When you start developing piece of software, one day you release it. And after 7 years of educating the, let's say, the models that they have created, they just release it right now. They release it with DALL-E 2, the platform that can generate images based on the text. And they released GPT-3. Actually, interesting fact about GPT-3 and ChatGPT, with which we are using now. It is educated. A few months ago, it was educated until 2021, 21st, on the data, on the information from the entire internet. Now it is more smart. It has data until today or 2022. So it's even more smart, and we are waiting for GPT-4 now to come over the next year. And it actually opens the opportunity to now to really use AI to help marketers, businesses, startups, big companies, doesn't matter, salespeople, uh, to create different types of content. I would say now a small part of the martech industry is a creative tech, when you can use set of the tools in order to help yourself to create content. And this is what we see right now. So answering your question, it's a very logical step to release software to the market. Why they did it exactly right now, it's another question. Maybe Microsoft has invested a lot of money into the shares of the OpenAI. This is maybe one of the things, but it just was ready. And if you look at speeches and presentations of myself, different opinion leaders 5 years ago, we were talking about that this is the milestone we will come, and we are here. And this is really game-changing milestone.
All right, but what about other like giants of tech industry? Where is Microsoft's artificial intelligence? Where is Google's? Where is Amazon's? Where is obviously they have tech companies in China, because all the talk today is just specifically about OpenAI and basically specifically about their technology demonstrator project, which basically lives as a chatbot, which returns super intelligent, or at least seemingly super intelligent answers, and which I can say today produces better text than sometimes, really people.
Yeah, I think we should wait for the answer from giant companies like Amazon, like Google. For sure, Google will respond. I saw some articles already. Google executives are talking about really a threat in the face of ChatGPT-3 to the Google search. So let's see how they will respond. Facebook, actually, before GPT-3, we had Roberta by Facebook, BERT, which was used, and pretty strong module that was used for different types of processing natural language and neural networks, etc. So Facebook is here, Microsoft is here. So actually, you're asking, where is Microsoft artificial intelligence? It is here. It is now part of their platform like Microsoft Azure, and they are saying that they're going to implement into Microsoft products as well. So if some of you who are watching us right now used PowerPoint, how it's called, intelligent suggestions of the slides, imagine what it can be if they will implement ChatGPT. Yeah. I was using one software. They do create slides based on your text. So you set the task to the software, to the AI, about your topic, about your presentation, about your slides, and it creates slides on your own. And actually, you said about the jokes. I read one post on Facebook. I don't know if it's true or not, but one of the entrepreneurs has created business plan with ChatGPT and has presented it to investor, and investor approved to invest in it. So maybe still like a joke or not, but
it could be just a. Nevertheless, I think that's probably what has happened. If you look back to these 12 months or even longer, you said absolutely right. AI and machine learning technologies that have been already for a long time, and we just maybe didn't use that so much, but both Google and Facebook and the same Microsoft and Amazon, they all use that, and they have part of their platforms. But what I think has happened now is that with the ChatGPT, it became available to masses. So basically, because of this natural language processing, where you can just create a task or whatever else, natural language, right? As you would speak with your employee or with colleague or with freelancer or whatever else. Hey, create me an ad text for Google based on that and that parameters, and that it gives you immediately a result. And that is what has happened. I think that immediately innovations, all these technologies became available to the ordinary marketeers and ordinary other people and specialists. And I think that's probably, on my opinion, is this breakthrough. Not
it's true.
so much
you are
maybe
right.
Technology itself only.
Let's call it. So actually, in the space of AI, there is an area which is called generative AI. And this is actually what we see, how neural networks can read and understand your text, and based on it, to perform an action, to create a piece of advertising, to create avatar, to create a SEO article, to create picture for your advertising campaign or for Facebook post or LinkedIn, whatever you need. It actually can create also the pieces of sales emails, right? So it's already integrated into the main email platforms. So you can being junior in marketing, but being smart enough to use AI technologies. And actually, this is one of the skills that needs to be learned by the marketers and by salespeople in order to use it right, to really improve the performance of their roles or the business or what they are doing.
Yes, I think you mentioned very important point, and my own experience with AI and ChatGPT has been, I would say, very interesting. First of all, I was thrilled by the quality of results that comes back. I was thrilled by versatility, and then I was quite confused by the way answers come up, and the nature of answers is something that you get from, let's say, a young pupil who wants to please his teacher, and at the same time who doesn't know the right answer, but he uses the right words, the right sequences, tries to on the run invent some facts and so on. As example, I asked to write a bio for me, and ChatGPT initially answered that it doesn't have a clue who I am. I provided a link to my LinkedIn profile, and then it did a reasonably good job in terms of narrative, but it totally screwed up in terms of facts. like it invented on the way facts about my employment, about my studies and whatnot. But other than that, it looked like a coherent, quite good narrative. And if it was published and some people who don't know facts about me were reading that, it would look really good. So I think it has very huge potential in producing all kind of fake narratives, fake news, fake everything. And because it is so talented at writing narrative, very often the meaning or the factfulness of those facts or things like that are just hidden. You buy the narrative, you never think about checking the facts, and at the end you end with something that is extremely misleading.
Just to add to what you've said, Roland,
and
I don't want to overload
also
our audience with the technical terms, but I would love you to understand how it works. It's actually the ChatGPT itself, particularly, works because of used reinforcement learning from human feedback. That's why actually it's so smart. And it's also using so-called large language models. This is one of the things. So 2 things to understand terms, to know how it actually works, just not to go very much deep dive in the technical aspect.
But I assume that these are not only the content creation scenarios what we have to think of talking about AI and machine learning, right? These are many other different scenarios, and I mentioned a few of them, like for instance, running different type of analysis, right? So when you give the data and you try to find insights, like for instance, in the marketing, it can be about the, again, search engine optimization or your different type of other optimization. So looking at how your leads or customers are behaving, and then quickly getting, like, already prepared insight for you to act upon. There are many other scenarios, I assume, that goes beyond just the content creation. What we have seen from your experience, you mentioned about the slides creation. Again, it's about the content and design. Any other scenarios?
Yes, of course. What I've seen on my own eyes and my own experience, I met this this startup on a web summit in Portugal this year. What they do, they have a service based on the, again, generative AI neural networks, which helps you to analyze and actually suggest the improvements of your ad pictures or images. So you create advertising images, you give it to the neural networks, and it looks at it, trying to analyze the best of the best in your market or the segment you are describing to the system, and makes you a suggestion how to make it better to, for example, improve the conversion or impressions, etc., etc. So this is like, at the end of the day, you can build a stack of those services to produce actually end-to-end or develop end-to-end process, from creating the piece of content, then put it on the advertising, then assess how good advertising is, then to get suggestions how to improve it, then put it into the emails, to put it into the Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. So it can be a full stack, stack of the, not of the future, of today. I will tell you the following. Right now in the community, we are discussing 4 stages of the development of the so-called M2M technologies. So marketing to machines. And right now we are in the middle of first and the second stage, because the 4th stage is totally autonomous service of the AI to the human or to the marketer. Right now it's assistive, right? It's just helping you. What interesting else also I saw, it's, for example, when you started the live stream today, there was a great music on the background. And there are generative AI services where you can just create a music based on the requirements of your brand. So you describe your brand, your audience, what you're going to talk about today, and it will create a music for specifically today's event. And this is, I'm not talking, maybe the audience will just think about, guys, it's too far away from what we need. But if you look at regular, or not regular, most popular services that's right now many people talking about, and I'm using, for example, Jasper AI or any Word AI. This is something I'm using for different types of scenarios. I'm creating advertising texts. I'm creating blog articles, etc. I'm creating, let's say, sales pieces when you have a lot of information about your product and you need to create a value proposition. This is also what's artificial intelligence right now.
I wanted to ask you, I mean, today my feeling is that as a user of AI, in a sense, I'm superpowered, because AI can generate options, propose phrasing, etc. I still believe that I'm in charge in terms of choosing, editing, and being in control of the final product. But obviously, I think AI will take away quite a lot of jobs for some time. I feel that. What's your impression? Is it happening? Are creator economy having disruption? Will people lose their jobs? What's coming?
I'm sure it's a burning question. And let's say, as I said, today this technology is on the level from 1 to 2 on the 4 grades scale. Okay, so it means right now it can only assist. I'm sure that the job will be taken from those who are not using AI technologies, rather than AI technologies will take marketers' jobs. Because you said it, Roland, that you really need a human assistance in order to select, improve, check if it's really fits for example, your targeted audience description, or your brand, let's say, no, brand book, okay, brand book, etc. So those things, right? Or if it's really communicating a value proposition to the customer when we're talking about creating a pieces of presentations. But the problem here of using it is that sometimes the requirements or demand from the businesses for whom we create those content pieces is not very high. That's why many people can really speculate creating the content with using AI services and just pushing it forward to the internet. This can be the problem.
Yes, but the problem you mentioned, actually, it to some degree it relates to humans. Unless you know exactly what you want to write, for what type of audience, what type of arguments, what kind of research, etc.
Yes.
Even humans fail, right? I mean, failure of AI just turns out to be cheaper, but still, without good input, there cannot be good output. And the amount of, I would imagine that in close future, the amount of really crappy blog posts or other types of texts will just increase. But at the end of the day, it will not really help anyone. And I would assume that now with AI becoming so popular, probably there will be some drop in demand for creators, but after a while it will come back, because people will just be fed up with artificial content, and it doesn't feel original most often. It's correctly written, good narrative, but it's not original. You don't feel the author behind it.
Yeah, I think you are talking really about
I have
mature
my
text,
own kind of
mature content. Yes, Andres.
No, I just wanted to add on what Roland mentioned, is that this creativity part this is probably something where AI can assist, but definitely the human role is to set a strategy and actually be validating the outcomes, what comes from the AI tool or whatever else, and adjust them accordingly to the strategy, right? And another thing is, I believe that is that nowadays, when imagine that AI is becoming so commoditized that everyone is using it for writing ads, for writing blogs, for writing, I don't know, any other type of content. What happens? So, of course, we will see probably that role, I don't know, level of the content will grow to a certain level, and then everyone will stay on the same, because it will be generated by the same algorithms, by the same tools and everything else, right? And that is what you see today. If you receive some outreach email, you can immediately that it has been generated based on the certain patterns, based on the certain algorithm, and that is what will happen with the content. And I think the opportunity there is that creators can actually help you to differentiate yourself, right? And as Roland said, for instance, when we create some piece of content for our client, it's a huge pre-work what has been done before actually creators start to write an article or write an ebook or prepare a webinar or something like that, right? And if this is not done properly, this preparation work, like a research and study and then the outcome will be also average or below that. And I think that is where marketeers need still to kind of put their efforts on.
Right. That's why there are three questions. Like if we are starting from the very beginning, three questions to consider before buying or starting applying AI tech in your marketing processes or sales processes is to understand what machine will do. For example, what it does for me. For me, it helps to get inspiration. I'm asking to help me with the visual, with the text, with the title, with a piece of ad, and then I will play with that to make it best for me, for my business, for my customer, etc. The second question is what you as a marketer will do. This is here you gave the great statement, Andres, about the right. You achieve the commodity. Now you need to differentiate your content from the others in the market. And the last one, I think the most important, is how it will improve the performance itself of the content.
Yeah, I think what I believe is that what AI tools will help, and already helping, is basically eliminating the low-level jobs, right? So where you need somebody who is spending hours analyzing data or searching for pictures or searching for, I don't know, whatever else is needed for the products. That is where I will be faster and more efficient, right? And that is where you can gain some agility, some speed, and everything else. But then still, your role as a marketeer will be to lead that, to manage all that for the end result what you are actually looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, I remember the last incident happened with a pretty well-known in IT media called CNET.com. It was they did not they, but I think journalists or some experts discovered that many of the articles on CNET has been created by AI. CNET says that it was an experiment, but still many of the articles were created by AI, even they had an artificial name of these journalists. But you see, and now there is not a scandal, but people discussing like, okay, can we now be confident in your content? So you should be careful again with producing and spreading the content. Just doing it. You should be smart and think also about your brand, about your name, and what in the customer eyes.
Tell me, what do you think? Is this fact that artificial intelligence at the moment is mixing up facts and is not too good with let's say statistics, data, etc. Is it a bug in the way this artificial intelligence behind open AI was designed, or is it inherent feature of those neural networks, and that's just the nature of it, and as it learns, it hopefully will become more smarter? What do you think?
No, it will become smarter. Wait for I think we already have this ChatGPT trained and released based on the data until the end of December 2022. So it means that all the information and statistics that you will ask, he or she or it, actually I don't know how to call, already knows. And the further you go, it continues to become smarter. It is educated. For example, if we're talking about GPT, it is educated by OpenAI team on the internet. And I will tell you, it's educated on 175 billion parameters. It's huge. GPT-4 will be educated on 4 trillion parameters, if I'm not mistaken. I think 4 trillions. And what we are waiting for in 2023 is actually text to video booming. text to video. So this will be disrupting one more industry, video creation and advertising and all that, and maybe even movies creation. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, it's pretty simple, but still, it's what we're waiting for this year.
Yeah, by the way, talking about the video, I know few tools at least which already, providing a service where you can create, the how-to demo or sales demo or any other type of video with the generated avatar, and it's text to speech. So it's basically you give the text, you give generates a full scale video for you, and it is already a reality. But I think we just a little bit further in this whole journey, and there is definitely a lot of more other things to discover. And I'm happy that we have you, Andriy, and we will continue looking at the development of AI and machine learning in context of marketing and maybe beyond that. But for today, I would like to really thank you for coming and sharing your insights and your experience with these tools. I just would like to remind everyone who is watching us now or listening that if you would like to get more similar stories that we are now discussing today, just find us on the LinkedIn by searching for ibd-consulting and following our company page, or just search for the hashtag FriTalks, and through that you will see all the different pieces of content what we have created for more than a year, discussing topic like today and many others around the sales and marketing. We also have all these episodes available on the podcast platforms of your choice. So go there and again search for B2B sales and marketing podcast, and you will find us there. And also check out the YouTube channel, what we have created and aggregated all the video content, what we have created so far. So thanks a lot for being with us today. Andriy, to you, Roland, to you. And I'm looking forward for our next conversation. And I hope that by that time we will have even more interesting and exciting examples of AI and machine learning in marketing and beyond that. So thanks a lot.
Definitely will. Thank you for having me.